What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your boy TZ the Kid. Um, how y'all doing? I'm trying to drop another video back to back today. I just want to touch light on a few things. So I was reading, I was hearing some things about KG talk about the battle that they had against LeBron back in 2010. So I definitely wanted to shed light on it about that situation. Um, so what should we begin? It was around 2010 for everybody who know, who don't know, when LeBron was in the final contract with the Cavs. Um, at the time the Celtics was like the big bad monsters, you know what I'm saying? Um, at that time, they were part of the prominent, dominant team outside the Lakers at that time. Um, so fast forward to all that point, was around the playoff time when LeBron went up against him. LeBron was going through a lot of things with the teammates sleeping with the mom and stuff like that. So a lot of people don't really know that LeBron was going through a lot of BS behind the scenes. And like I said, I'm not here trying to defend LeBron. The Celtics really did crush his spirits because they were such a dominant team. You got to think about it. You have a 60 win plus Celtics team, was like tough-minded defensively. You got a young, snappy point guard Rondo, coming at you like a bullet. At that time, LeBron was still figuring his game out. He wasn't even in his prime yet. I think he had just entered into his prime. And once LeBron figured out his game in Miami, it was no way in stopping him. People could agree or disagree about that. But for what KG to come out and say that they didn't give a F about that, and which he had every right to say it, LeBron wasn't himself, but he managed to have a triple-double game. It was 27, 19 rebounds, 10 assists. So that was pretty good. My eye test tells me that's a pretty good damn stat to have. He was effective in the whole game, but the Celtics just had more prominent players at that time. You couldn't really stop them at that time. And LeBron was going through it. His contract year, the decision part one was probably the biggest decision that chain events the whole NBA at that time. But KG was right. They did broke LeBron mentally and physically. Because at that time, it was so hard to stop that team. So it was like, okay. It was kind of like how the Pistons was doing to Jordan at that time. But it's parallel, but it's two different scenarios. It's kind of parallel because you had a bad boy team beating up the face of the league and the superstar player, and you couldn't really do nothing back because you didn't have the horses to go against that team. Unfortunately, Michael was a little bit more lucky in that situation than LeBron was because LeBron had to go out and find him the right horses to beat that team because there was no way in hell another year coming back with that Cleveland team trying to take on KG, Rondo, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, who else? Tony Allen. They had it all. Like I'm still kind of surprised to this day that Celtic team didn't beat the Lakers in 2010 finals. That was still kind of surprising to me. But that's another story for another day. You know, it's basically about LeBron versus KG. You know, the Celtics always meeting up with LeBron. I think was the third straight, 3 times they had met up. Twice in Miami, and I think once in Cleveland. You know, don't quote me if I'm wrong. You know, it's been a couple years since I actually watched that at that time. But I think when LeBron figured out who he was in Miami, the Celtics had no answer for them. You know, him and D Wade was killing them. Like putting they in, like I said, you know, the Doc Rivers, the KG sneak attacks at LeBron. I think it's a little bit bitterness, a little bit, because LeBron in the day they run. You know, when they beat LeBron, he was still in the heart of his prime, so they didn't really end nothing for him at that time in his career. He was still trying to seek his first title. So, but they was getting older of age, and you know, it was nothing they could really do to stop LeBron. I think at that time it was like he was ready. He was ready to go. You know, you gotta look at it from the terms and the facts of how that Celtic team made LeBron as well as Dallas. You know, physically wise, that Celtics team pushed LeBron to the brinks. You know, so I'm not surprised like when KG and Doc Rivers kind of taking shots at him because that's that Celtic pride. At the end of the day, who still has the longevity, who's still in the league? Obviously, Doc Rivers has moved on from coaching the Celtics, and he's with the LA Clippers trying to compete against LeBron with younger horses, which is Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. So LeBron's still here. It just LeBron's on top of his game, and people still gonna find ways to attack. I think that's just life in general. You know, everybody still not gonna like the fact that LeBron has become a 3-time champion, a 4-time league MVP. You know, you got KG and Paul Pierce still kind of throw jabs here and there at LeBron. And you could tell, like, when you look at Paul Pierce, is you know, he's saying who's the GOAT. You can tell, like, it's still some resentment towards LeBron for beating him and his teams. So, you know, tell me what you guys think about the KG versus LeBron. Maybe we can get a better scenario of that. I just kind of want to touch light on it just because of what he said out of his mouth, you know, and I just kind of like, I just had to speak my opinion. I just think that was a good time for the NBA, the growth, you know. But the Celtics really had a super team at that time. And I think they kind of opened the door for that lane. I just think LeBron and D Wade took it to another level. Then you had Golden State taken to the highest level, you know. But it also shows that super teams don't work either. They age very fast. Not everybody can play together. So yeah, man, hit that subscribe button, Teasy the Kid. Hit that like button. Comments are available. Let me know what you guys think of this video. I just want to shed some little light on it. Get back to me. Let me know what you guys think. Have a nice, blissful day. I'm out.